is rhyme. All I do is get this money, all I do is grind. Play shows and chill with honeys, all I do is shine. Tour the world, ain't it funny, I'm one of a kind.
Sinatra.
All I do is rhyme. All I do is get this money, all I do is grind. Play shows and
Alright, what's up guys, it's your boy Swaggy, the most analytical analysis tuber in the analysis tubing community. Don't know if that's a real thing, but I said it, so it's real now. If Swaggy said it, it's real. That is a quote from someone else. I have no idea. I can't remember who, but it's a nice quote. I like it, so I'm stealing it. Anyway, Batman v Superman trailer reaction. Not really gonna be like one of my usual trailer reaction videos because there's no webcam. Gonna be doing more webcam videos when I get a nice webcam or face cam video. Gonna be doing more of those when I get a nice one, a decent one. Anyway, the trailer. Now, the leak came out like, 2 days ago? This is Saturday. Hopefully this video will be up today. Because, after today, it's kind of like, okay, all that is already done. Anyway, all the hype is kind of already gone. But, the leak came out 2 days ago. Leak came out yesterday. Now, not the leak, that official trailer came out yesterday, even though, same trailer. 2 days ago, I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, okay, this, the quality of this leak is actually pretty decent. Like, whoever filmed it did pretty decent. I don't know, like, what they were using to film it, but if that's an iPhone 6 camera, that is a pretty nice camera. Which I doubt it was, but, Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, the trailer, the trailer in general, like, the official trailer, I'm kind of glad it wasn't as dark as the leak looked, because, even though people were kind of, like, contradicting themselves when they say, oh, why is DC going with, like, such dark movies? Like, they don't have to be, like, as happy and, or not as happy, but as colorful as Marvel in their movies. I appreciate the more serious tone. I appreciate the more realistic type of look on things. I like that. It's and it's a nice contrast from like what's already out there. You don't want to be doing the same thing as your competitor, and they're two different completely entities. Whatever they want to do, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, I like that the trailer wasn't as dark, because it would kind of be like weird. Like, why is there so much darkness in the trailer? But it's there was quite a bit of color in this trailer, actually, in my opinion. Even though you do see like more so grays and navy blues and a lot more darker colors. But yeah, like this trailer kind of like set out with like it kind of more so it gave us a lot without giving us a lot. It said a lot, but also said very little. Like, this is so I'm done. Philosophical. Had to get that out there. It kind of like I like the way they're taking it, because people have always asked, like, okay, well, what happens like after all this destruction and whatnot happens? Like, they're not necessarily looking at like, okay, the cleanup of, well, I mean, they haven't really showed like all of Metropolis, but they're not really going to show like the actual like rebuilding and construction of what happened after, but they're gonna look at like how people feel after Superman comes down, and they kind of like see him as this like godlike figure, which he is. Pretty much Superman is a god on Earth, at least, or in the sun, the yellow sun's radius. You see like people. There's like, okay, you either love Superman, you hear people. Maybe they're trying to understand him. Maybe we've always asked what he has to do instead of what he should do, or something like that. I don't remember. But then you hear Jesse Eisenberg, aka Lex Luthor, aka Black Lex. You hear him say, God or evil figures don't come from the hell below, they come from the heavens above. And then you see Superman descend from the heavens above. What? That was like perfect. it kind of like tells you the theme of like, okay, what this movie is really gonna be talking about, and how people are gonna despise Superman. You see, like, you know, they've already built, or I think, yeah, they've already built the statue of Superman in the middle of Metropolis, as you can see here in this picture of like Metropolis and the skyline. You have people who I don't know if they're in the United States or outside the United States, but it looks like everyone in this picture, other than this old white lady to the far right, and possibly this Asian lady in the middle. I'm not sure if she is Asian, but you know, pretty much for the most part, everyone other than Superman looks like they could be of Latin descent. So I don't know if they're like necessarily in the United States, because it does look like, you know, with the sugar skull paint, face paint, that it could be like a Mardi Gras type, not Mardi Gras. Oh my God, have I been saying Mardi Gras? Like I said Mardi Gras in the last one. It's not Mardi Gras. It's Cinco de Mayo type parade type thing. Because you see like roses and whatnot. So they could be in the United States. They couldn't, you know, not necessarily be in the United States. They could be just in but they could be like in a Latin country somewhere. And you see them, they're kind of like reaching out for Superman. So they kind of like, you know, they're not necessarily against him, so, like other people in this trailer sound like they are. Definitely not like the people who were yelling "Go home" as the false god picture came up, or visual on the statue, or, you know, written false god, you know, the defaced statue of Superman. But you do get another interesting visual here with Superman like walking into a room or whatever, like in a corridor somewhere. Don't know where this is, but you do see like these soldiers with patches on their shoulder patches on the shoulder of the Superman S, but it does have black on the background. I don't know if that's just because their suit is black and they just really just have the red part of the S on there. I would imagine that they like it's actually black on the background, in contrast to the yellow in the Superman S, which, you know, there could be some significance there, which I assume there probably is, you know, just with these people in general. Like, who are these people? It kind of, you know, brings up a question. And then, what it did make me think of was with the whole Batman Dark Knight Returns. This trailer kind of makes me think of that in general, and like how Batman and Superman fight. You see in the Dark Knight Returns, you have Batman who comes back out of retirement, which we kind of like see in the trailer with Batfleck, aka Ben Affleck, aka Batman, aka Bruce Wayne, looking at the Batman suit as, you know, Alfred is speaking to him, telling him that, you know, I don't know, like what he says exactly. It's like his feelings could turn evil or whatnot. I've listened to the trailer like 15 times. I don't remember the quotes, but you do have like him. It kind of looks like in that visual he's like coming out. He's like already hung up the Batman suit. I don't know. It could just be, you know, just one of those days. But, you know, it kind of looks like he's already hung up the Batman suit and he's already retired. And in The Dark Knight Returns, Bruce Wayne is coming out of retirement to save Gotham, which has gone, you know, to hell pretty much. And some gangsters have pretty much taken it over. You know, he in the first part, he kind of, you know, saves Gotham. He gets his own cult following. And these thugs pretty much, you know, they pretty much make him like a messiah figure. They make him like the leader of their gang. The gang is based around Batman, which kind of makes me think of this, you know, this whole Superman thing with the people on the patch. Like, that's what it made me think of. And then we see here, with the continuation of the Batman stuff, we see him he could be. I saw somewhere that said he could be in the train station where Superman killed Zod, which would make a lot of sense to me. But from what it looks like to me, it looks like he would be in Gotham, right? Because we see the whole Riddler logo symbol thing here, and there has yet to be like a secondary villain besides Lex Luthor, because one of the two, Batman and Superman, they both can't play the good guy in this movie, right? If they're gonna be going against each other, one of them has to be the bad guy or the bad guy like figure, or on the wrong side. There's no evidence of either of them being controlled. Like Superman, he's not being under anyone's control. There's no evidence of that. So one of them kind of has to look like the bad guy in this movie for at least a little bit. And in The Dark Knight The Dark Knight Returns, when Batman and Superman fights, sorry, I was going to say spoiler alert, but I completely forgot. It's been out for a long time. You should have already watched it, to be honest. In that movie, you kind of see Superman take on like that bad guy role. He's not necessarily being a bad guy, but you kind of see him be on the wrong side of things. Which to me was kind of like, it would make sense for Superman to be in that role, but it's whatever. But yeah, I think the whole Riddler thing would be interesting if they brought in Riddler to play like the secondary bad guy, because they're not going to fight Lex Luthor, so there has to be something that Batman and Superman team up to fight against. The Riddler's kind of like, I don't know, the Riddler could be taken out by Batman alone. So, it would be interesting. It would be really interesting. So, yeah, that secondary villain is still in question. We see like another visual of Ben Affleck in the suit. Looks great, man. I really like it. I really like the suit, like the ears on. I don't know if those are ears. I still don't know what those things are on the top of his head. I don't know if they're ears or whatnot, but I like them. I like the way they look, or not the way they look, but I like the suit in general. I like the whole, it kind of looks more like the classic Batman look, the Batman the animated series type look, and that's the best Batman, in my opinion. Next, we get the best picture, probably the best visual, from this trailer, is the one of Bruce of Batman in the armored suit. We do hear him probably say, probably like the coolest thing in the trailer was the quote, "Tell me, do you bleed? You will." I was like, oh god, if you didn't like any part of the trailer, you had to like that part, because that was just the best part of the trailer, in my opinion. It was. That's easily the best part of the trailer. If that's not the best part of the trailer to you, I don't know what you're looking at. But we see him in the armored suit. He has like this voice changer, kind of similar to what Green Arrow has in the series Arrow. That's probably either going to make people mad or people are going to like it. Personally, I've kind of gotten over the whole voice thing in general, because I really like the Dark Knight series. So I'm over the whole voice changer thing. Like, okay, you either hate it or love it. It's whatever to me. I don't care. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But we do hear it, and a lot of speculation is they don't know if the voice changer is just for this armored suit, or if he has that, throughout the movie. It would kind of be kind of annoying if he had it like throughout the movie, because it sounds really robotic, but it's whatever. So then, what else do we hear? What else? That's pretty much the trailer. You kind of see Superman come down after that, and they're about to go at it in that scene. So what we don't get from this trailer is another visual of Wonder Woman, which I did expect to not see in this trailer. Like the first trailer, they're not going to give away too much. We're probably a year away. Like it's a 2016 movie, so they can't give away like everything. And I don't know if Aquaman, I can't remember if Aquaman is supposed to have a cameo or whatnot. If I don't know how. There's supposed to be like so many cameos in this movie. I don't remember who all is supposed to be in this movie making cameos or whatnot. But there are cameos in here. So And then, you know, like the whole other villain thing, you know, they're going to be another secondary villain. We don't really see another thing of that. But that wasn't the point of the trailer. The whole point of the trailer was to tell you, like, what direction the movie is taking. And how, what direction the movie is taking. And how people are dealing with Superman being on Earth. So, if Man of Steel was a First Contact movie, then this is a first. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I'm done. It's kind of been a while since I've done one of these, so I kind of like got wordy with it. Anyway, see you guys later.
2 gold chains and I still don't ever wear them. Why would I wear them? Cheese like a camera. Spending money, son of a bitch, nigga like Sanford. I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, damn, I'm so handsome.